Hello there and welcome to the pilot episode of the Culture Collective podcast. I'm Aaron Patel, joined by my cohorts here this evening. We're very excited to be bringing you this new and exciting podcast, something that's definitely new to us but an exciting project. I'm joined today by Gabe. Hi Gabe. Right. No, not bad, you? How are you doing?
Doing alright. Happy to do this and do something new and try something like a release. So, yeah. It's all good. I don't know what the fuck else to say at this point.
Also joined by Daniel.
Hello.
How's it going?
I haven't opened my mouth in about 20 years, so it's nice to get a lot.
Owen, to my left here. How's it going?
Left? Oh yeah, because we're opposite. Yes, we're opposite each other, so that makes sense. Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going good actually. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying it.
And finally, Mitchell. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. This is something new. Haven't done this in a while, so
no.
to get the feeling of doing this again.
So having a mic in front.
But we're pretty excited here. Sort of set up in the most basic setup you could possibly imagine, but
just the shit ton of covers. Just like hope the mic doesn't sound bad and carry on.
Gabe has already crapped himself 3 times over this.
Pretty much.
Does it sound okay? Does it not sound okay?
But for this first episode, we thought we'd talk about ourselves a bit. Yeah, just briefly.
Introductions.
Yeah.
Like in the class when everyone's just like, okay, say one thing.
When you do it, everyone has to stand up one at a time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's fair enough. So I will start formally.
Yeah, you got to stand up.
Why not?
You got to stand up.
Alright, I'm actually on my feet. You might be able to tell. I think I can actually.
Yeah.
My name's Aaron Patel. I'm a journalism student. I run several blogs online.
Look at him.
Look at me already propping myself up.
Floating.
I'm actually a radio
Put your dick in your pants.
Oh, excuse me. I'm actually a radio presenter in my spare time as well. So,
This should be professional.
Yeah.
it should be. Yeah.
It doesn't sound professional
Got a head start already.
already.
Let's go.
And I think out of all these guys, I'm the only one who likes football actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't know all the names, but I'll watch it.
If you said it to a 10-year-old me, you'd be wrong. But
Yeah, I've grown more accustomed to it.
You know which goal's the one that you're trying to support, so.
That's the rugby post. It's the giant rugby post thing. Right?
yeah.
With the net in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. There's not much to know about me. Follow me on Twitter at AaronPatel97. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Humble brag.
Let's get the plugs ready.
Yeah,
But that's pretty much it. Gabe, take the floor.
I don't really know.
Stand up.
No point in standing up.
You got to stand up.
They can't see us. They can't see us.
Or can they?
Or can they?
I've actually put a secret camera over there.
Secretly, the government has already hacked
Can't
into our
reach that
webcam
high.
again.
Watch me. I just need that chair and I'm fine.
I'm sitting on that chair, so.
I'll stand on your leg.
Whoa, hey now.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck else to say. I mean, to be honest, I kind of watch motorsport a bit. I mean, out of you lot,
A bit.
like, yeah, a lot. Okay, you lot are kind of a bit like glossed-eyed over when me and Guillaume normally talk about F1, but yeah, that's about it really.
Guillaume is someone who'll be here
Yes,
another day.
eventually.
No, don't worry about him.
He couldn't make it.
He can
Something about a football match being more important.
I meant what? Nothing.
Question is, did they lose?
I don't know.
That'd be it's
You
Tottenham.
know, it was Tottenham.
It was
Who won?
Tottenham.
Tottenham won.
Tottenham won.
We actually won. We won 3-1.
Who were they against?
Fulham.
Fulham.
Oh, Fulham.
They won. Was it?
No, Fulham lost.
I know. I'm trying to remember the score because I found it on my phone.
3-1.
3-1. Yeah, that's what I said.
Aaron just said. Go on, you're next.
Oh well, I'm Daniel Parsons. I'm probably the geekiest, nerdiest person here, I'd say. Well, you're into the weeby stuff. I'm into like the rest of the other stuff.
I'm the local weeaboo.
The
Everyone
comics,
has one.
the Star Wars. I know we've got little Aaron over there. There's a little
I
Star
like
Wars.
Star
person.
Wars.
Yeah,
I've seen one of them.
One of them.
No, I've
Which
seen
one?
like 4.
4.
I've seen an episode. I've seen A New Hope,
I've seen
Phantom
all the
Menace,
prologues.
Force Awakens.
My God, you've done it so out of order.
What's the most recent one? Last Jedi.
So out of order.
You've probably missed all the good ones, to be fair.
Yeah, you have.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean,
I haven't seen Jar Jar Binks. You're right.
I mean, 100% Revenge of the Sith is like my favourite
best
one.
Best
No,
one.
never seen it.
Well, yeah, and I work in my local council, do a bit of stuff there.
Yeah, we hate you.
Yeah, trust me, I hate myself most of the time.
Damn tax collectors.
Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, how do I not pay tax?
I don't know. I mean, how do you not? Because you don't have a house.
All right,
You
no
live
need, no need to form everyone that's homeless. I'm just some guy they pulled off the street.
You look like it.
That's true. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes. This is where I go all out. My name's Owen. I'm the weeb of the group.
Unfortunately.
I also love video games. I'm actually studying to be a game developer in the programming field. Love me a bit of programming.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at me.
Wish I didn't, but
Me, same here. But I can't see myself.
get you.
Yeah, I'm the weeb of the group. That's all you need to know. I'll happily talk about anime or manga any day of the week.
Should we just have a whole segment? We all fall asleep.
I would love to have a whole segment.
That
on
might be
Well,
my
you can be there on
favourite
your own,
mangas.
because I don't think many of us know a lot about that.
I will educate you.
In
You-
manga
you-
news this week, and just has a 5-minute segment of just talking about.
I actually
manga.
found out one of them I was reading. One of my really liked, Citrus. It's about two school
Sorry,
people.
Gabe, did you
And
ask?
it ended today, actually.
Did you ask?
I read the final chapter this morning.
Did you,
and
How
did you ask what he was
emotional.
talking about?
it ended so suddenly I couldn't comprehend it.
I hate stories that end suddenly and you don't have time to register
It's
your
true.
emotions.
Is it like a cliffhanger?
No, it just
It
ended.
ended. Just went.
But they got a happy ending,
Just,
obviously.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
They got married. It was a happy ending.
Oh.
But I really liked it anyway. Next.
Okay, so I'm Mitchell. I was a former three-dimensional
Ooh.
student. at,
Oh, he's not 2D.
College. No,
He's one of those real people.
I'm
Real
into
estate. Free real
anything
estate
media
over there.
related, really. So film, photography. I'm hoping to start a photography course actually soon.
oh
Good
nice.
news.
You should
Something
upload
like
to
that.
Instagram.
I want to see your whole photography account.
Plug the old
Plug the whole
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Plug it.
Let's get
I
that
you
out.
know, working in social media, I'm obsessed with it.
I don't care.
Unfortunately,
People don't follow me. I think
I've had people actually insult my living.
My Instagram, MitchellBrooks88. Go follow that.
follow or don't. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or
do
don't,
or don't.
Doesn't really bother
Your
me.
funeral.
But yeah, that's pretty much
Dirty
everything
pictures.
about
Trust
me.
me.
Just
Dirty.
media, anything, photography, film. I love. So
Look at him. Oh.
Well,
That's quite a
thanks.
visual editor.
That was interesting. You'll get to know a bit more about us as time goes on, I guess.
Gradually.
We don't reveal too much though. We
No.
must keep everything.
And that's the end of the show.
That's
Goodbye.
what I
Just imagine it. That's it.
That's pilot
Whoa,
done.
look
Fuck
at
it.
that. Hey,
I know, it's fine.
But we're
That
gonna
sounded
start
like
off
you
the
were
show with gaming. We each of us have our own
I like this.
subcategories. You could almost call that. We split the
Except-
shop.
Except
Owen,
that one that's blocked out.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know who's going to do that one.
We'll
Oh, that
find a
one.
way to.
I can figure that out.
Yeah, I'm a bit short-sighted. Yeah, go on.
But Owen is.
Gaming.
Well, the thing is though,
Gaming.
we're all massive gamers here.
Yeah.
We could go on
them.
forever. And the interesting thing is, we have different interests in gaming.
Yeah,
I,
Got weeby shit.
you know, we've
okay?
got Gabe here, who I'm, you know, admiring his setup. Parsons, you're a huge sort of PlayStation person. Owen is a
me.
massive Nintendo guy.
He's
Since day one.
Xbox.
PlayStation.
You're a
Yeah.
PlayStation.
I used to
Converted.
go on
God
Yeah.
of War. You're quite fond of, aren't you?
No,
You're
I'm
more of a
fond
shooter person.
Battlefield.
Yeah,
But
Mitch was
Ah.
more a shooter person.
You converted over
You know, I
from
am.
the Xbox
I'm,
back in
I'm
the day.
varied. I'm very
And
varied.
I'm addicted to Football Manager.
Oh,
But even
Have we
though
heard
my
that?
Xbox
2 years of
is
hearing your
engaged with
Football
it.
Manager stories.
That could be a good episode one day.
That'd be great.
But
Just put
Owen,
it together, the manga and the Football Manager. What a mix.
you have some good lore.
That'd be great.
But do you want to take the floor in this, Owen? Gaming.
Sure.
What have you got?
What have you got?
What
Put me on
Nintendo
the
is
spot.
you got?
There's
It's games.
tons coming out in gaming. Got Spider-Man coming out.
That
That looks amazing.
it does
Boy.
look great. To be fair.
I'm
Looks like a
so
freaking
excited
movie.
for it.
I haven't actually looked at
You haven't-
Spider-Man.
Mitchell, you can get out.
Have you not seen it in the cinema trailers, like every single movie
No.
before?
I got
Bloody
hard
hell.
on during that bit.
It's like, fuck the movie we're gonna watch, I'm gonna watch this.
I just came for the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
trailer.
I was behind in front of you, and we saw
Yeah.
Ant-Man. He was there going, "Oh my god!"
Really? The face you just pulled. Oh Christ! It just peaked.
Oh, that's fine. Well, the audio might be a bit debatable for
About
this
5
episode. We're
people.
still
It's the
learning.
first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just winging it.
We've
you
only
know.
murdered 5 people at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's so funny because you can't. When we were in the cinema, I literally like you walked in front of us, and I was like looking at my phone. I looked up and I was just like, I could wait. I know that guy. What the fuck?
Hey, it's me.
And then it was literally you were literally the seat and one across from me in
Yeah.
front. It was so funny. Like the fuck.
But what games are we all looking forward to coming out in the next few months? 'Cause
Super
this-
Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I knew he was going to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Super
Say
Smash
Because
Bros. Ultimate.
we're at that interesting time of year where things start to slowly build
Build
up.
up. This part of time of the year is like goes all out.
This
with
is where you're
games.
gonna
This
be
is
broke.
Christmas, the holiday
November,
season.
December is
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
most
If I'm
of
not
the
wrong,
big titles
games
come out.
Games comes
Comms
this
coming
week.
up.
It's this week.
It's this weekend. It's
It's-
today, isn't it?
Is it today?
Today and
Starts-
tomorrow.
I'm out of the loop at the minute.
I
I thought
But
it
don't
was
know.
the weekend.
Starts sometime very soon because
Wasn't
they released the Battlefield trailer.
Yeah,
for
Blizzard.
Gamescom.
Because Blizzard
Oh,
said
that
they
looks
had
good, actually.
some good Gamescom plans. I really like Blizzard.
Yeah.
Big fan of Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Dota.
Oh, get out.
Dota.
Dota.
Diablo.
I have played my Overwatch. time to
Yeah,
time.
Overwatch.
Fun fact: I've never played Overwatch.
Me neither.
Oh, it's actually it's not bad.
You're not missing
It's
out.
not
It was
bad.
good, but it just suddenly died out.
Yeah,
Really?
it's good until someone
Yeah.
swears at you.
Great,
and tells you
we've
to.
already triggered half of the Overwatch
Yeah.
community race.
I
Like,
think I
already.
played as a team of Tourbillons,
Yeah.
and
it's-
that was horrible.
yeah,
But-
it's alright.
There's one topic I'd actually like to talk about specifically.
Oh, go ahead.
I think we can all agree on this.
Yeah.
What unfiltered things do you have to say about Electronic Arts?
Oh.
Because there are a number of things I could say right now about multiple games. And I'm sure Parsons
Oh,
over here
don't hit me.
can relate to me.
Don't hit me.
Okay, so the fact that I'm the only one who plays FIFA or whatever,
Okay.
that's another story for another time. We'll set that aside.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Star Wars Battlefront, and he's just been shot in the heart.
And now we must take a break for our sponsor.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 has been the biggest gaming meme in a while.
I think
God.
the only
Hurts.
the only way they can save it is if they started from the ground up again.
Battlefront. Will they do without Battlefront 3?
But do you know
Probably
what
not.
the worst part about Battlefront 2 is? They try to sort of salvage anything at E3,
Yeah.
but their announcements, like the General Grievous stuff, doesn't come out till November.
Yeah.
And then Geonosis, the planet, doesn't actually fall till next January, I believe.
Wow.
Oh.
What kind of salvaging is that? on
Have you
your
seen
plan?
the game now? It's a broken mess.
It's
Yeah,
I,
it's terrible.
How they had to take out Palpatine. Legit, it was so broken.
They had to stop
They had to-
microtransactions.
Yeah, but that's a
And then they
completely
brought 'em
different
back.
topic.
I think it was the first time in my life I went to buy a game for £40, came home and thought, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I got rid of it about 2 months after having it, and I felt so
I've still
shameful.
got it. I've got it in a little cupboard. It's very dusty.
Fun fact as well,
It's
you
got
guys,
Destiny there as
you
well.
guys know where Tesco's is, right?
Yeah.
I saw it for £10 brand new.
Should have got it.
I should have bought it, but then for me though, there's no salvaging the game. I don't think. But
Yeah.
Battlefront 3, do you think it'll even happen? Does anyone even think that?
I
that's
want
gonna
it
be a
to.
thing?
I
but I
do.
don't want. Well, who made it?
I
Dice.
don't think they take the risk
Dice made it.
Dice
yeah.
made
for the
it.
backlash of the number 2. I don't think they do it.
Oh,
No.
If they do it, they have to be really smart
Just
about
don't
it.
let Dice do it.
No,
Well,
it's
don't
not.
let EA.
It's
Yeah,
what
that's-
Dice isn't the problem here. It's
EA.
EA.
Well,
They're
EA.
the ones that put in the
Yeah, yeah.
microtransactions, all the know
Yeah.
the crap behind it.
Get rid of Dice and EA. Dice
See-
should just stick to Battlefield.
Yeah.
Why
To be
would the
fair,
power-
what confuses me is that, like, if No Man's Sky can be patched and then somewhat become better,
oh, yeah.
apparently. I haven't actually played it,
It's
so no.
alright. It
Is
gives
it
you
any
a couple.
better?
It's a couple more hours. Of
Okay.
Speaking
fun.
of game becoming better, Pokemon Go has
Oh.
reached the
Oh,
same
God.
amount of
Oh,
people as it did back in 2016.
Seriously,
Has
has
it?
it?
Yeah, it's
Really?
come back
Why?
up to that point.
I don't really understand how that's happened because I could have sworn that the app died about
That-
a year
oh,
ago.
that
Yeah,
died.
exactly.
Died
Easy.
because they never added anything that they showed.
There was a
And now-
period of
Now
time
there's
where,
tons of
by the,
stuff.
for reference, I've never used it because I think it's. Kind
I
of
did it
silly.
once.
I
and
still
hated
I
it.
still play it.
Yeah, you're the cancer of the world, Owen.
Wow.
I used to play it a
You're not
lot
wrong.
when it first came out. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it because it actually got me out the house.
But what do you think I've never understood the concept of Pokemon Go because I was never a Pokemon fan growing up.
No,
Believe it
yeah.
or not, I never liked it. I kind of thought it was a bit stupid.
I think I watched-
at me, by the way. But what
Aaron
is,
Patel.
literally
Just send your hate mail there.
what do you think the beauty of Pokemon Go is? What's enticed you guys to it? Mitchell, you said you were a fond player of it.
I mean, I guess it was the childhood aspect of being actually able to go out and
Yeah, you just want to get
Capture
outside.
them,
That's
really.
about it.
Pokemon on your
Uh,
phone, like that's never
It's
really
a whole
happened.
and
new
it's portable
concept,
as
man.
well. You
Yeah.
can put it out anytime you want.
Owen
like,
felt
just
very
bored.
immersed. He was telling us
just
for months
quickly
how he saw
put it out.
like a Pikachu in the middle of the forest. We were going, Owen, it's not there. Owen, it's not there. But still,
I had dreams, but
no, Owen, they were dreams. They were visions.
there were visions.
Didn't they turn off tracking at one point? Was that why it died as well?
No.
I remember they took off.
Didn't they do?
They disabled
it was-
something because it was being abused, and then everybody was like, "Why the hell did you turn it off?"
I don't think so.
I can't remember what it was.
They did this huge event for Pokemon Go,
Yeah,
didn't they?
well, it
And
was
it was a
terrible.
horrible
They did it
mess.
again this year as
Yeah.
well.
And
It
was
was
it-
slightly better.
Slightly better. Okay.
They weren't really as bad, but no one really cared about it.
It
Again.
was a trash.
No one cares about
mess.
it. No one's going to pay to go to an event in America or something. Unless you
Oh,
live there.
that's what it was. Because at the event, I'm pretty sure the servers crashed.
They crashed.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
no one
servers
could
crashed.
play
no
it.
one could get the
Was it?
Pokemon.
Oh, you having a good time? No.
Because they were giving away Unknown, which was one of the Pokemon you could only get there at the time. I
But
think
you
can
couldn't
still
get it
only
because-
get it there. But you couldn't get it because the servers crashed. And I didn't play it at that point, actually. I only got back into it like in June,
Yeah.
May maybe.
Uni changed you, Owen.
It did.
Yeah, what can I say?
Is there a new Pokemon game coming?
Let's Go
Supposedly.
Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. They look really good. This the remake, sort of remakes of the first one.
Ooh.
So take remake as light-hearted as you will.
Reboot.
What's that going to be on?
Reboot?
Switch. It's the first. It's not the main series on Switch, but it's still a Switch game. Pokemon. It's the first Pokemon Switch game.
Yeah.
There's something else I'd like to ask you guys universally as well.
Oh no.
Regarding Nintendo, actually.
Okay, yeah.
So last year we had the Super Nintendo remastered, the mini version.
NES Classic.
Yeah, that's it.
The NES
And
Classics.
I actually haven't got it yet, which
No,
I feel like a criminal not buying it. I think I might have to purchase it this
I feel
week.
like
actually,
a criminal all the time. It's fine.
I think it's criminal that I haven't bought it. But I was reading something quite interesting the other day.
Mm-hmm.
There's been rumours the N64 remastered.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
like that.
But do you guys think it will happen? I mean, I'm all for it happening because I used to have an N64. But do you guys would like to see it?
Definitely. I loved the Nintendo 64. It was the first console I grew up with properly was the Nintendo 64. But I would rather have them release them on the Switch instead of making them its own like mini console.
Kind of like when Xbox does like 360 backwards compatibility, that type of thing.
Because
like,
Nintendo used to do Virtual Console, which was
Yeah.
bringing their old games to their current system.
No,
I'd rather them do that.
I do think there's a big market for backwards compatible
Definitely.
games.
There's always
The
a
Switch
definitely.
needs to have
The
that, I
Switch
think.
definitely
Where
does.
Xbox are going, they're not necessarily selling, but they're doing well because of it. Because games like San Andreas and Knights of the Old Republic are now available on the Xbox One,
Yeah.
which are games I kept and
yeah.
I now play
Exactly.
more
yeah.
than Xbox One games.
It works
Like,
out. Xbox had to do something to save their like arse after like.
after
As in,
Sony
I have, and the thing is,
destroyed
and this
them.
is from me who actually likes the Xbox, but like they had to do something from like, actually from where they were, the backwards compatibility was the first thing. It was something up on PS4 that they had because it was a case of there were so many more options, and it brought people back into Xbox generally for those who did play 360 games. I think it worked out well in the long run for them, and it's not as expensive either.
no, it's.
So.
But I just enjoy being able to play classics. I mean,
yeah.
I know. You, Daniel right here is.
I'm near a window right now.
He was so mad when Battlefront 2 was released on the Xbox. I mean, I haven't stopped playing it since I got it. I must have clocked up so many hours because just to sit there and play Galactic Conquest.
I'm still doing the PS2. I can't lie.
Oh, but it's such a classic. It's
PS2
so
has
good.
some good games.
It
There was a
is, well.
Godzilla game I loved on PS2.
They
It's
got
like
a new
Godzilla
one for the
King of
PS4 and
Monsters.
it's crap, isn't it?
Godzilla game?
Yeah, for PS4.
I don't think there was one.
There is, and it's rubbish.
Oh.
There was Angry Joe did a review of it.
I don't remember.
And he was. Oh.
The PS2 Godzilla game was like a fighting game where you were Godzilla fighting other monsters.
That
It
sounds
was
good.
King of Monsters, I think it was called. It was
Sounds
really
good.
So good.
New film for Godzilla as well.
Oh, that looks so good. Just because it used one of my favourite pieces of classical music in the trailer. I might have to go see it.
It's just for that.
Just for that.
I remember PS2 with you with the Lego Batman games.
Oh,
We
that
were
was
sat in front of
like
your
year
TV.
4
I
child.
love
Yeah,
Lego
yeah.
games.
And
Shame
your
they're above
TV
the
was nets. really funny because it was one of the old school like, analog TVs. So if you sat in the wrong angle, you literally could not see fuck all half of your screen. So we're literally like trying not to go off each other's screens to kill each other.
I think actually Godzilla's a good topic to talk about films. What films have been coming
Yeah,
out
we
lately?
could tie
We've
that.
just
It's a good
Godzilla
transition.
Flew over there.
segue.
Segway.
Owen, I like it.
Ooh. Yeah, what films are coming out?
Oh,
You're the film guy, Parsons.
so many.
So many.
So
What
many.
would you like to
Name
take
a
the
few.
floor then? On
Oh
this
well,
one?
have you seen the films lately, gentlemen?
Ant-Man was really good.
Oh,
Ant-Man,
I
yeah.
really
What was
liked
the last
Ant-Man.
one?
The last film I
I
saw was
actually
Solo, actually.
Not bad.
Really?
Yes,
People
that was a
have
really good
mixed
film,
reviews.
actually.
of
I've
that.
never seen it.
I liked it.
Okay, this is months after it happened, but
Yeah.
I feel as if we need to just address it for a couple of minutes at least.
Sure.
I don't understand the criticism that has got received, basically.
Amen.
I actually think
I like
the backlash from The Last Jedi still hasn't
Yeah.
worn off, and that's why Solo has
As-
received. We went to watch it,
It
and
was so
I'm
Solo was good.
I'm
Yeah.
convinced that it was one of the best Star Wars films I've seen.
For a
Like,
Oh
while.
my god.
Incoming though.
Yeah. Incoming backlash.
Yeah.
I think
So
though as
good.
What
well,
did you guys individually think
I've never
of it?
seen it.
Well, Owen, you're missing out, son.
Well, I've not seen a lot.
I think it
Star
was a lot
Wars.
better because I never saw any trailers, and that's how I.
no,
like
that's always a good
watching
way of going
films,
into a
though.
film.
I don't like watching the trailers because I feel like they show too much, and it spoils so much of the film anyway. So, and I didn't even know that film was like a thing.
Yeah.
Went and saw it, enjoyed it. I thought it was very good, very good.
I thought it was just rumour, and then I saw it on the bus. Like I was walking to work, it just had a massive
One
advertisement
place
on the
you have
back.
to see a
Solo.
film.
It's like, oh, okay,
Solo.
cool. I watched that just on the side. I mean, Han's character, like I can't remember who acted it. Who acted it in Solo?
I'm to a level. By the way, for new viewers, I'm the worst at film trivia. You can't ask me anything about
Same.
films.
You can't ask me about
Oh,
actors.
No,
I'll
no,
know the- I'll know the-
No, yeah, I'm bad with actors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm terrible with actors and actresses.
I thought he played his role quite well.
He did,
I
yeah.
was not expecting him to do a perfect pitch point impression of Harrison Ford because that's a lot to live up to.
He got fucking close.
But what he did
no emotions.
was really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Darth Maul's in it, spoiler alert.
Oh crap! I was like, okay, me and Parsons instantly looked at each other and we were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What?
Because you could recognise his voice.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my... Bring back the Clone Wars as well, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I
they
forgot
are.
about that. I mean, I was more than
Parsons needs a seatbelt for his chair.
yeah.
He doesn't jump out
I
of it.
loved that show
It
more
was-
than anything.
Yeah, it
I've
was
never
absolute
seen it.
quality.
Oh
But
my God.
in terms of everyone's favourite films, because I guess this would be a good one to tie in there.
Oh, favourite.
People's personal favourite movies. What
Yeah.
you know? Why don't we talk about our favourite films?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I don't know.
I saw, what was it, Mission Impossible, the recent
Most
one.
recent.
Oh my god.
Was it good?
So good.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna be that guy that moves the other mics and he actually
Okay,
picks
well,
something up.
tech control going on here.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Just
no,
rolled over.
it was so good.
I've never
Like,
seen them. I'm
this-
not.
I think you can go into this one and say, you know, you don't really need to.
I'm
watch
not a
the
big
others.
film goer. My problem with films is when I'm sitting in a dark room, I get all jumpy. Like, I jump at the smallest things.
Don't see any horror
Well, like
films.
even if it isn't a horror.
Even if it's not, even if it's like just a little, there's silence, then there's a loud noise, or
Yeah.
like someone's come out of nowhere, then I just get all jumpy and I'm like, oh my god.
You see, like my favourite types of films are horrors.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, no.
For the entertainment
No,
value of
no,
taking
no.
people
Horror
with you.
films.
I'm gonna level. I watched Paranormal Activity, the first one, in media studies in year 10. I didn't sleep for 2 nights.
Oh my
I
God.
genuinely can't do horror films.
can't do
No,
horror.
it's like with you. I saw what was it, Women in Black in year 9. I literally had my face.
Oh,
that is
on
God,
the
scary.
table.
You can review
That
all the
is
horror
not
stuff then.
scary.
Go on then, Mitchell. What's the scariest
What's the
film there
scariest,
is?
I don't think any horror films.
Do you remember how shy
He's a
Rings
man.
was? Rings was fucking
Rings is
terrible.
old though.
The scariest one, though, personally, I would say
Scary
would be
movie.
Annabelle.
Yeah, you've
Mainly
always
because
said
I
that,
don't like
actually.
dolls yet, but I'd still go and see
Clowns,
a horror
it-
film with a doll
no.
in it.
No, it's
Clowns.
fun.
Dolls are
Dolls are fine.
Anything to do with Poltergeist gives me the creeps. That's why Paranormal Activity. Like the first one, even though it was a good film actually, but I know the Paranormal Activity franchise
It's gone down.
severely. It's
Yeah.
finished now though, isn't
Yeah.
it? But
Oh,
it
yeah.
took a massive. I
It got too complicated.
Milked it
and a
out.
bit
I
too
think I
weird.
saw the third one, which was absolute trash, and then I saw the fifth one, which was based in Mexico, and I laughed kind of because it was so bad. But I know that the series has stopped, but I don't do horror films. I think it'd be fun to review one.
I
just
did.
for-
I was
Yeah.
forced to see it, and I had my
Yeah.
knees between like up here.
I think
trying to.
Just upcut
I
your
think
head,
Deadpool was probably my favourite movie.
I think it was the
If any-
scariest. I was like, whoa.
Deadpool is
Calm down.
terrifying. My god.
Deadpool 1 or 2.
2 was good. And
I
2
think
was
I'd
bad.
say 1
was the
because
best.
originality.
That's all. I
Both
think
of
2
them
was
are
better.
so
I think
good.
number one's the best.
Both of them are really good, but one was because it was so. I remember on Facebook, everybody was like, I think he posted, the company posted a photo of Deadpool saying, "Don't see this with your kids." Yes, Mum, I'm talking to you. And it was just like it's funny.
Oh, the marketing
How
for the
all
films
the-
were amazing.
Yeah, how all the media blew up of like,
It
oh
was
my
just-
god, you can't be watching this with a 12-year-old. And it's like, well, really though, what did you expect if you even researched it for 5 minutes?
Yeah,
I
Do you
think
know
my
what I mean?
Deadpool
favourite
is-
one was I had this banner with emojis. It was a skull.
Oh, the skull.
And there was a poo sign and an L.
Deadpool L.
It's a full. Really
I
good.
actually saw Deadpool, the first one, about a month ago.
Really?
Have you not
Yeah.
seen?
Oh,
Have you
wow.
seen the second?
No, I haven't.
Second one's good
But
as
I
well.
was adamant. I'm not a Marvel or DC like,
Did you know?
fan.
Did you know Darth Maul's in the second one?
Spoiler alert, gosh. I actually watched the first one. It was alright. I thought it was pretty good. I wasn't
pretty
much
funny.
into the movie. to
Oh
be
no!
honest
If you
with
know the character, then you'll know.
I think
how
my problem with the first one was the backstory was a bit too slow. I think,
I did enjoy it though.
but I did enjoy it. Yeah, definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, anything else you don't want to talk about regarding the
Um,
films? Got any
Well,
other
I
films?
think this is the perfect segue talking about
TV.
TV.
Which is just blank.
Yeah,
I
so
have no idea.
congratulations.
This is our opportunity to
Who
just.
watches TV?
Do you know
I don't-
what?
You know, I do watch shows.
I'm gonna.
I
I think this is a good tie-in actually. So the new season of Orange is the New Black recently came out, and it's season. What is it?
Six?
It's already got to 6. Like I
I
remember.
want to say 6, but
I
I'm
think
probably
it's
wrong.
6
I
or
could
5.
research it.
I'm
Yeah.
probably wrong.
I'll do a
I
quick
want to
Google
watch it, but I
search.
haven't watched it yet.
So while Parsons finds out what it is, which actual season, I remember watching the first 2 and being taken in, but I remember watching the third one and not having any interest, and I haven't actually kept up with it since. So I'm not much of a TV guy either.
When did it come out? It didn't come out
Ages
too
ago.
long ago, did it?
I think
Nah,
it's been going for about
a while.
5
Yeah,
years.
it's been like a yearly series
Yeah.
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay, season 6. I mean, I used to watch the first 2. I binge watched them, but I lost interest after the 3rd season. I don't know if you guys have ever seen
I've never.
it.
I want to
never
watch
touched
it. It's in my list in Netflix, but I haven't got to it yet.
I'm gonna say you might like the first 2, but then because I had read reviews for the 6th one, it's not been highly received. So even the hardiest of fans have been like, it's kind of
because it's not the same people, is it? Every time,
no,
season it's different.
They've changed it, and I think that's the whole.
Can't get connected, maybe.
Yeah, because I always think it's important TV series and shows keep the same characters. You need to keep the same narrative.
Like caring for them and all that.
Yeah.
So when you die, when they die,
When they die,
Yeah.
when you die, when they die.
Feels bad, man.
And then they die. And you die.
You die in your dream.
But this is also a great chance. What's everyone's favourite TV series of
God.
all time?
I don't have a
All
favourite
time,
TV
all
series.
time.
One that you could not necessarily go back and watch again and again, but one you sat and watched maybe once or twice or how many times, but you've always thought that's such a good TV show. I could watch random episodes here and there of it.
I always thought Top Gear was funny,
Top
but the
Gear.
thing is that I can't watch the new Amazon Prime stuff because
Really?
for me,
The Grand Tour.
yeah, because
Oh, bad.
there's
I haven't
nothing
seen it.
wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, but for me personally, it ended on a good note, and a good episode.
Jeremy Clarkson punching someone.
I mean,
Very good
it's
note.
typical Top Gear though. To be fair,
You are
and the thing
punching
is,
someone.
Well, didn't they piss off all of Argentina once?
oh, there was the.
I feel like
Falklands
that was
thing.
accidental.
That was.
Yeah.
They did Korea once. When they made a
No,
comment
there is a
Oh,
Top
yeah.
Gear Korea.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I think the Grand Tour, for me, it was too long of a wait for it, and it was too much of a hype for it. So when I watched it, it was well, it's just kind of like Top Gear. It's
My
not really-
problem is it feels more. Top Gear was obviously scripted in the first.
It feels
more
but
scripted.
Grand Tour, it's
It
so
does feel
obvious
more
it's
yeah,
scripted,
it is totally. That's the thing.
and it's not good scripted. It's like
No,
it's like
It's
I wrote
obvious.
it.
It's clearly blatantly
Yeah.
obvious.
and they're still
scripted.
taking the piss about it being scripted.
Yeah,
So it's kind of cringy almost.
yeah, it's like watching the show The Big Bang Theory,
Mm.
where they've got the laugh track in the back.
The funny thing with the In-Betweeners, I tried to watch it the other night and I actually didn't laugh. I don't think it's actually held up as well as people think it has. I think the times have changed
I
quite
feel like
heavily.
you've got to be in year 11, doing your GCSEs, your A levels in year 11 or 12.
Mm.
I've binge watched them all in one day, and one or 2 days, and I really liked them so much that I was willing to watch them all in 1 or 2 days. I don't remember them.
Between Frasier and Everybody Loves Raymond, my mum used to have that on literally for in the morning. She just used to stick it on the telly and then go breakfast.
Yeah,
and
that's
go to work.
that's what I used to have as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of enjoyed watching those because it was a case of that half asleep, you can't be bothered, just looking for a quick laugh, and you go after school. It was that type of thing for me, so I didn't mind it too much.
Yeah, I don't like the laughing track is what gets me.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't understand it.
A show with a laughing track I have trouble watching
yeah,
because it's trying to force laughs from you. It's like, right here, this is when you laugh.
yeah.
So is anyone actually watching anything at the minute then?
No.
No, this is the we're terrible. I love that collective.
As soon as maybe I watched.
Not
I'll try.
TV. I'm watching anime.
I'll
but
try
not TV.
Doctor Who. I think
Yeah.
When does that
I've
start? When
always-
does that start?
autumn sometime. I've always been a
Really?
huge.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Doctor
watch
Who
it while at
person.
uni then, aren't I?
I've always been a huge. Doctor
Same.
Who
I've
person.
been with Doctor Who ages since it got rebooted back up with
Well,
the Ninth
with
Doctor.
Eccleston, yeah.
Eccleston, yeah. So that's when I've been a Doctor Who fan. I love Doctor Who even to this day, but I'll definitely give it a go. I reckon it'll be really good.
Jodie Whittaker will be good.
I really like
As much as
the
it's
female Doctor. I
controversial,
really like
I think
it.
she'll be a good Doctor.
No, I think she'll be amazing. Best Doctor. I mean, Matt Smith was amazing.
No, Tennant.
Tennant.
I mean, Matt Smith, but
Tennant.
sure.
That's what makes me
Okay,
feel old
right,
when I
let's
think
start
of when I think of when I'm the points where you feel old, when the PS3 was new and you were playing Little Big Planet for the first time.
I love Little Planet.
I remember when I swapped over from an AV cable to an HDMI and I was like, oh my god, you can see the stitches on the character. What the fuck is this about?
That was the nerdiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Oh.
that makes me feel old because
I don't
that's
feel
8
as
years
sad
ago
now.
now.
I don't remember
Jesus.
switching over from AV to HDMI.
No,
What?
because I got
Who remembers that?
Because I got a PS3 and I only could have an AV because my thing didn't come with an HDMI. I think my mum honestly got it second hand, to be honest. And she literally plugged it in and was like, oh, okay, PS3 is cool. It looks clearer than the PS2. That's fine, whatever. Then literally playing the same level, paused it because the HDMI cable came in the post, plugged it in, and it was like, is this the same game? What the fuck? This is just weird. And that's 8 years ago.
This
It's
might
kind
be
of
the
scary.
most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my life.
Thursday was actually A-level results day.
Yes, it was.
And
yeah.
we actually had our A-level BTEC results day about a year ago almost.
this time last year probably.
I think yesterday,
It was yesterday, a year ago.
366 days ago.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure
Mother
that was
of God.
for like you three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's right. Yeah, not you can
We
get
were
out
in
at this
A-level,
point.
now
I
we're at
mean,
uni.
for anyone listening that received their results, congratulations if you got
Yeah,
to your choice of
congratulations.
university or your
Good,
apprenticeship.
yeah.
If you didn't know, there's still pathways to get into where you want to be, right? I mean,
Definitely.
easy.
For sure.
clearing all
I
over
can do a
the
lot
place.
of plugging of apprenticeships.
If I'm not
Yeah,
wrong,
apprenticeships,
isn't there a record
clearly.
in the number of clearing students this year?
Yeah,
I think
think
UCAS
so.
released like there's
I think there was
Clearing
like,
is,
like,
There's one school I think did rubbish, so they've got a lot of like clearing and all that to do.
Mm. Probably.
it's just like, I don't know, like when you get the results and you don't get them, it's like you kind of go into panic mode, but realistically there's
No,
so
it's
many
not.
more options. There's like
Oh,
apprenticeships,
yeah,
there's
100%.
college
Yeah.
I think
courses.
though, like when you open it and don't see what you wanted,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
immediately thinking, "Oh no, I can't do what I wanted now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Gonna
I've
live in a
gotta
bin for the rest of my
start
life.
from again." or
'Cause,
whatever.
I can half understand sitting there wanting to go to one specific university,
Yeah.
but realistically though, if you haven't received the grades you wanted or feel down,
No.
there's so many alternatives in
Mm.
life. Just adapt to whatever you have. And,
Definitely.
So many other things you can do.
yeah, definitely.
I think the best thing I did when I got out of GCSEs, because I didn't get the GCSEs to go into sixth form, like with all of you lot.
Yeah, I remember.
The best thing I did was go to college in the sense of it was such like, I don't know, I remember because none of us all talked like for ages. Like you lot all went back to sixth form, and I was like, well, we spoke briefly before then, but then we all cut each other, or I cut each other off. Like,
Oh yeah.
I went off
Yeah,
grid.
don't
I'll
put
be
the blame on
Nah,
us.
I'll be
Gabe.
that guy. I went off grid entirely, and it was like
God.
it was so fun because it was like it was a case of I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I knew it was somewhat in the direction I wanted to do, and it was like, well, no one knows me here. Fuck it, let's just be how I want to be naturally.
And look, he came crawling back to us.
Next week is the GCSE results.
GCSE, yeah.
Yep, yep.
That's actually a big thing.
Very big thing.
GCSEs are obviously they mean a lot. Determines if you want to do A levels, you're there.
College.
Filter that college. If you want to do an apprenticeship,
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm an example of doing an A level and a GCSE at the same time. Even in year 13, which is the final year of A levels, I was doing a GCSE still.
It's like an alter ego.
Yeah, it's pretty weird because I was sat in a class with younger people that were doing the GCSE, but it didn't bother me at all. I needed the GCSE to go to uni, and I happily sat through it, got on it, and I actually passed. Luckily, it took me like 4 tries, but I got there and I actually got to uni. So GCSEs are important.
Yeah.
Unis look at your GCSEs as well as your A levels or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to go into uni, you could do apprenticeships. Other options are available.
Apprenticeships are good.
Well, they're starting to take off now, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
They're getting a lot more
I
notoriety.
think as soon as I started, they kind of went, "Oh, hello."
But they're
Yeah,
proving
blame
to be
yourself.
quite popular now, aren't they?
They
Because
are.
they're quite useful. They're quite important, I think, because if you're not someone who enjoys education that much,
It's
there's what's the percentage you say of getting a full-time job at the end of apprenticeship? It must be high.
I think
Definitely
no.
high.
For me, it's been very high.
It's because a lot of the
If
time
you-
apprenticeships lead to a full-time job at the same place.
No, yeah. If you
Yeah.
you make your mark in the company
Yeah, so
you
if
work
your name's
for.
Mark, you've got a job.
No.
I just thought of a great idea.
Oh,
What's
God.
that?
Oh,
We
no.
should go around one by one and tell an interesting fact about ourselves.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
See? Don't
There
hate
you go.
it.
It wasn't getting
I
twisted.
feel like we need more connection here.
Complete
We
the
do,
Lively.
because this podcast here at the Culture Collective, it's not about us, it's about you.
We are the
Wow.
culture. That was cheesy. But
But
we
it's,
are.
we want to be able to. Be,
We should explain the name.
This is
Brought to you by
advert for
Explain
car
the name.
insurance.
Yeah.
What does the
So-
name mean?
So it's interesting. The other night we were
47
sort of
minutes in. What's
throwing.
the name?
We were throwing around different names, weren't we? The other night
Yeah,
on
we
did.
WhatsApp. It started off with at the bar, which
Yeah.
we thought was a good idea, but it kind of
It was taken,
I
wasn't
don't know. I
Yeah,
the
was
Twitter
taken.
handle was taken.
Yeah,
for starters.
But I
Fuck to the guys
also
who did that.
I also felt like the whole alcohol aspect of it was a bit unnecessary.
It kind of limited a bit.
The name we eventually have come to, Culture Collective. It's. I mean,
It's because we all got different interests.
yeah, but
really.
by culture we don't mean creed or religion
No.
or anything like that.
We're talking about
That's a
interests,
whole different
hobbies.
thing.
Really,
Yeah, yeah.
What you're up to in life. You know?
Like culture, like gaming culture,
Gaming
TV
culture,
culture,
anime
like pop
culture,
culture, that type of thing.
sport.
I can read them.
Music.
Sport, film.
He's got to scroll up.
Let's go up, Gabe. We've
TV.
got to read them all.
Oh my god.
Gaming, sport, TV, film, music, news.
yeah.
Suggest more in the comments below.
We came up with Culture Collective because it's quite. I think it's quite neat. I think it's
I
pretty
think
good.
it's,
to be
I think
fair.
it's all the best we've got.
Yeah, definitely.
It literally wraps everything we're going to discuss all in one, really.
Amen,
So,
sister.
Music.
Music.
Oh yeah, music.
Mitchell, this is your speciality. Of course, we're all going to pitch in at different times.
It
but-
depends. Because
I say music's my speciality. I mean, it's just on what I listen to.
Oh, he's
We've
got
all got stuff we listen to.
That is true. I mean, we could go around and actually
Yeah, I think that's a good
throw
idea.
up Spotify's what we like listening
What
to
we like
as of
listening
late.
to, yeah,
What
what genre?
we're favourite genres
I'm
of
happy
music,
to do
because
that,
it
yeah.
is a more get to know us episode.
Yeah,
but we
exactly,
will
yeah.
do maybe potentially another one of these where we kind of talk about ourselves.
Yeah, more in
Yeah,
depth.
get to know.
I still think later on in the show we need to say an interesting fact about ourselves.
Definitely.
That is definitely an
I
idea.
think, yeah,
we kind of lost that train of thought, didn't we?
we did, yeah, and we apologise.
We should have just called ourselves the train culture because we're just training off into
Train
different
wrecking, yeah.
train wreck. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we're going to be a bit, like, off on this for a while, but we'll get used to it. I think it's just, like, a time period
Yeah,
thing.
we
So-
hope you're enjoying so far.
Yeah.
though.
We need
Exactly.
someone to take control, and I think that person will be me. So everyone, shut the fuck up. And that's
How dare you?
music taste, Gabe.
Oh, God. I mean, it's weird, actually. I listened to rock music growing up, and then going out with you guys, listening, especially Mitchell, because you listen to quite different music compared to what I used to.
Yeah.
And it's weird, because when you're crossing genres, initially you're a bit like, oh, this music's shit, oh, it's
didn't
like
ask
that,
for his
there's
life
that,
story.
like,
Oh, Darren, did you ask?
type, but I don't
Didn't ask for
know.
this.
I listen to a bit of everything now, which
Might
is
as well
kind of nice.
Bi- biography at this point.
Yeah, Daniel.
Well,
Oh, I'm out of everyone here. I'm probably the least musical.
he listens
person.
to U2 on his iPhone that's pre-installed.
Do you actually?
I listen to Gandam Style every day.
Oh, God, that's really
Okay, moving on.
Go on then.
I'm a big fan of classical music.
And yes, I know.
I did music A level and music B Tech, which is just like music GCSE, so the business side of things. So I studied classical for like 3-4 years, and I really like anime music as well because I'm a fucking weeb. Classical, anime, gaming music. I'll listen to whatever actually.
Yeah, good then.
ABBA, love me some ABBA. Fuck.
Have you watched Mamma Mia?
I actually have
The second one?
well, both obviously.
Both of them.
Oh.
Some
Obviously.
say he's watched it twice a day, every single day
Some
after it's come
say
out.
I know all the words to every ABBA song.
I
Those
think
people
that's
are
not
wrong.
a rumour, and I think it's
Yeah.
true.
Who knows? I did listen to ABBA last night and the night before that actually.
And the night before that,
And I did listen to ABBA this morning.
Oh my God.
Did you listen to
Yeah.
ABBA before you came here? On the way
On the way
down?
here. No, I didn't.
Owen's having an ABBA addiction.
I love ABBA.
He's that ABBA
is
stage.
How
of his
many
life.
times have you seen Mamma Mia? Be honest.
the first one.
Anyone.
Well, the second one's still in cinema, so we'll exclude the second. I've seen the second one once and I really liked it.
The
But
first
I've seen
one?
the first one a lot.
You poor man.
It comes on TV like every
I
year,
know
so
it
you're just
does.
like. So I've seen it in a park, like on a big screen, like with a bunch of people sitting
That's
down
cool.
in
It's
high
quite cool,
chairs.
actually.
I loved it. It was so good.
Right, Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Yeah, well, I mean, judged on my playlist, it's
Oh.
rap,
Oh.
which
Yo,
out of all of us,
It's every day, bro.
they don't like it at all.
Break
But
it down
like,
now,
I'm,
y'all.
I'm mainly into anything that's
Why not
really
just-
upbeat.
Yeah.
Anything that's got a good beat.
Boots
I
and
love.
cats and boots and cats and the boots and cats. Drop a freestyle for you. I'll give you a beat. Boots and cats and the boots
No.
and cats.
Rap it, yeah.
Go on, Aaron.
Well, I'm actually a big country music fan.
Country
Oh, wow.
road, take me
Country
home.
I
road.
am, yeah.
Take
Obviously,
Oh.
obviously from the United States, like a lot of Southern Gothic music.
West Virginia.
I've been listening to a band called The Dead Tongues for quite a while now. They've released a new album, and I absolutely love their hit song "Ebb and Flow." It's like one of my favourite songs.
Ebb and
of all
Flow.
time. It's amazing.
That's a song in the Splatoon 2 soundtrack.
Who are you?
But I mean,
Oh my God.
I don't
It's really
judge
good.
anyone on their musical taste.
No,
It's
no.
like, yeah,
I love
don't.
music.
I really enjoy country and Southern Gothic because it's so calming.
I love every type of music. Without music, life would be boring.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing about music. That there's music for every type of mood. No matter what mood you're in, you can stick on a bit of music and it'll cheer you up, and then you'd start listening to more.
Wake
me up.
Wake me up inside.
Can't get up!
I broke my leg. Someone help.
I'll set my alarm clock all wrong.
If there's any advice, go to a concert at some point in your life. That's probably the best. Like, if
Doesn't have to be
it's
a-
an experience.
There's concerts, everything. It's classical concerts.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Never
an
been-
experience, isn't it?
Never been to a musical concert.
Neither
Really?
have I.
I've
But
been to
I-
classical ones.
My ultimate dream is to actually go to the United States and go to one of those country festivals.
Like a proper
Go for it.
massive one.
Yeah, like
The only
they-
problem I don't like with festivals is obviously sleeping. And
Hire a
Overnight
pickup
stuff.
truck.
Yeah, like I think Reading Festival's next week, actually, isn't it?
So yeah.
You're looking at me, Aaron.
Yeah, it's like next week, but for me, like I look at it and I don't see the appeal. But I guess people will enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, it would be a country music festival. I would love to do it, like go right across the United States.
I could totally see Aaron in a red Chevy pickup truck from like the 70s.
Cowboy
I
hat.
actually have a red checkered shirt. at
No
home,
way.
Oh,
And I
wow.
love it so much.
I think he needs to get a part with like a cowboy hat as well.
Oh,
I was
you
actually
do.
thinking-
Toothpick in mouth.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be like some sort of Halloween party in my uni, and I was probably going to go dressed as a Far Cry character actually.
You're
That's a really good idea.
I love you.
Whoa, well, you may kiss the bride.
Because I, by the way, love Far Cry, but that's
It's a good game.
that's not this appropriate.
Never
Back to gaming.
Never played it.
Gaming.
Why haven't we haven't talked about sport? Go give sport some love.
Well, that's Aaron's department.
That is my
Yeah,
See,
that's
it's been on your
Aaron's
phone
department.
since the
Yeah,
start. Let's
I
talk
kind
Deep
of
about it.
sport over
My
there.
sport's been on holiday, literally, so like
I
I
mean,
have nothing
actually,
to
no,
talk
yeah,
about this
go,
week.
yeah, your sports F1. You can talk about that.
Yeah,
for
we
a
can.
bit
We
if you
can.
really
Why
want.
don't we start with F1 instead?
There's been like driver transfers that's really been confusing. I'm not going to go too in depth because Parsons will fall asleep.
I'm already drifted.
But there's been like it's one of those years where like it was okay to watch. All of a sudden, some holiday happened. I was like, okay, nothing's going to happen.
Legit. I'm
All of a
drifted.
sudden, two massive people have just changed the whole market about. So it's going to be really interesting to like look at next year, and it could even change next race. So like that's a cool prospect.
Has
But-
anyone died by crashing yet?
No,
Oh.
that's not the
The
point.
cars are very safe.
Hey, I don't know much. I'm just asking what I can.
There was
No,
a retirement
Just
in the
asking
week.
what
If
you
I'm
want
not
to
wrong.
know.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was Alonso retired. He said that he was calling it quits.
Really?
Yeah, which is interesting because like growing up with him and then like him going, it's like wow, I feel old because watching him when I was a kid in a Renault, it was like 10 years ago. It's like oh, I'm getting old. This is bad, and I'm just looking at all these new people. I'm like, who are these people? I don't know anything about them, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean,
it's like with Celebrity Big Brother. Just don't know any celebrities on it, do you?
You watched
Celebrity
that?
Big Brother's.
No, I don't watch it.
Oh, I had to
It
say.
was brought up to me the other day. It's like, have you seen the lineup for Celebrity Big Brother? And I was like, no, I don't know
If
any of them.
Celebrity's Big Brother on, I will watch that.
Celebrity's
Because I
Big
love
Brother.
the
Yeah,
fights.
I like the
Celebrity
fights.
Big
It's
Brother.
why I watch Love Island.
it's probably scripted.
can't
You
watch
what?
that.
Hang on, sorry.
Wait, you watched Love Island?
Sorry?
I haven't watched the
No
most
brownie
recent.
points for you.
I didn't watch the most recent series. There's like two series on Netflix which I
I've
watched.
seen
Sorry, I
the
might need to
memes
shove
of
that
that
one down.
Alex guy. That's cringy as hell.
The
Oh.
most recent one.
Have
What are we
no
talking about?
idea what you lot
Me
are
neither.
talking
What are we
about.
talking about now?
When I thought of Alex, I thought
Back
of Alex
to
Jones, and I was like,
sports!
no,
Jesus!
Football! Football! You
England.
the ball! It's coming on!
No, it's not. No, I will kill you.
And that's our introduction.
And
to
that's
football.
football's done.
And that's football. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that was our intro to football. Take it away, Aaron.
So it's Saturday today, which obviously means weekend football. There are a
Weekend
bunch of
football!
games-
Go.
There are a bunch of games today. I'll only go through Premier League as I only feel
Yeah,
that's
go on, Aaron.
relevant.
Go on then.
I'll go through the scores actually. Three of
Oh,
them.
scores on the doors.
So at lunchtime,
Scores on the
Cardiff City
doors.
drew 0-0 against Newcastle United.
Hot damn!
3 o'clock kickoffs. Everton beat Southampton 2-1. Danny Ings scored his first goal for Southampton.
Well done, man.
On the return to the Premier League, Wolves lost their first away game away at Leicester 2-0.
Damn.
God, this
Spurs
guy's a
won
radio
3-1 against Fulham at Wembley. Come on, you Spurs.
Oh,
Come on, you Spurs!
We're gonna get so hated.
no,
Arsenal
no.
fan
No.
TV's gonna come up.
We're not biased.
We're not. We love them all equally. Those Weesthams and the
And then,
the
Guillaume-
train station. What's it called?
Guillaume was at the game, was he?
Arsenal.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why he isn't here.
That's why he isn't here. Yeah.
I would say it's very controversial, but it's just my
we don't
opinion.
talk about
I
him.
was at a football match this afternoon, but not that far away.
Where were you?
I was in East London.
Ooh,
watching.
hello.
Yes. West Ham lost 2-1 against Bournemouth.
Oh,
Bournemouth
those-
coming from
yeah,
a goal
those-
down.
Yeah,
Not
those,
Weestham.
those wankers.
And then 5:30, perhaps the most interesting game and probably the best game of the day. Chelsea beat Arsenal 3-2.
Oh.
shit.
I actually sat and watched that and it was a brilliant game to be fair.
I think we should all watch it now.
Yeah, get up. We'll
Reaction.
commentate it.
We'll do a reaction.
Get it up on a totally
Only
legit
take 90
stream,
minutes.
obviously.
But that's going to be it for sport, like, because there's not really a lot
Not
of...
much.
Guillaume's not here.
Yeah,
Our other footballer's not
when
here.
Guillaume's here, me and him can bounce off each
Yeah,
other
yeah.
a bit.
Yeah,
But,
I agree.
I mean, bearing in mind the date as well when we're talking about this and whenever this actually gets uploaded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
This will be
18th
uploaded
of
every
August
Tuesday. I'm
today,
cementing
so-
it now. Every Tuesday, expect a new episode from us.
Because then we can end the episode by saying, see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
I mean, I think what would be kind of cool is if we did our own like sports section but edited it in, because then that way we can like actually bounce it off more. Because like when we're in a room, there are people that are gonna fall asleep, i.e.
Yeah.
This is a thing. This is a conversation for us.
We'll
Exactly.
leave it up to the people. They want to know if they want us to. They might enjoy our witty comments about
I enjoy my witty comments.
some footballer.
That's my opinion.
We definitely
promise.
feel as if you should know more about us.
Please get us renewed.
Definitely.
But yeah, please.
Support us on Patreon.
Only £1 a month.
We'll save a polar bear.
We'll leave a tip jar. That'll be the best
Yeah.
method.
Yeah.
Polar bear. Wait, a pound of. Oh, for fuck's sake! I fucked it.
A pound of polar bear?
A pound in a pot will save one polar bear.
Oh wait, we've got to talk about some other stuff quick.
What?
Oh wait.
This isn't just going to be a podcast, is it? We're going to do other stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
We are.
Yeah,
We're gonna do like
Yeah, further down
extra
the line.
videos.
Some people might take their own solo videos, might review something.
Yeah,
You might review the new Spider-Man.
Solo was a Star Wars story. I said that really weird.
Yeah.
Solo a Star Wars story.
You going to review that?
No, but it was just
Well, there you have it.
Solo.
He's going to review
That's
it.
your review done.
We've already reviewed
Yeah,
it.
but you got to go for an in-depth view. 10 out of 10.
Well, we've also got plans for a potential website where
Yeah.
we can write just articles and just
Yeah.
express
A blog,
things.
yeah.
just whatever
We
you
got
feel.
potential gaming collabs together.
Yeah, that'd be
We
pretty
might
good.
do some.
We might do some.
I hear Ninja wants to play with us.
Yeah, we could do Fortnite. I'm a big.
Big fan of Fortnite.
I think because some of the
I've never
reviews we're
spent
going
any
to
money
do
on
probably
that.
going to be like audio as well, which would be cool. It's like for those people that don't have like capture cards and equipment and stuff, because some of us do, so we can all hand it round. But like,
Yeah.
I don't.
you know, like if like the audio recordings are also going to be really good, and it can be on the fly as well. So
Tons of stuff to look forward to.
exactly, yeah.
Who knows when that will happen? We're probably all lying.
This is a pilot episode that might not even come out until like,
Yeah.
a
Better
later.
come out.
Gabe, I'm looking at you. If it
I'm
doesn't,
all
going
looking
to
at the
imagine,
person.
like, in 2 years' time, when, like, two of us are done at university, we'll turn around and go, do you remember that time we did that podcast?
And it never aired.
never aired.
I think I would be so annoyed if this
Text
didn't
I
Gabe.
think
By the
Why
way,
is it
Gabe,
not
you still
edited?
have that recording.
Yeah.
To be fair, like I actually want to do this as like a regular thing to
Same.
give it a
try it.
shot.
Yeah.
Try it.
I hope people want to listen to us.
Yeah.
I've tried to have people on my radio show at university. And
I've listened
I
to your
will
radio
come.
show.
I will come and
I've
be
listened to it before.
You've listened to it?
Because your uni archives them, they upload them after, don't they?
Yes.
So I you messaged in the group chat once that you're going to be on the radio. So I waited for them to upload it, then just skimmed through it till you were on.
How did you like it?
I mean, I was.
Oh, Owen,
it's,
don't-
it's
He's here. Just say yes.
Yes. No, it's because it's a uni radio. They're not obviously no big professional
No.
budget.
At least you have proper
It's not mine.
microphones.
We need a
to
guest,
start off,
Aaron.
though.
Need a guest, Aaron.
Yeah, I've tried to get.
I did
somebody.
actually enjoy. I remember it was a while since I've seen it, but I remember actually it was pretty good to hear your voice.
Oh.
Your voice just suits me, man.
I think if we actually do this as like a regular thing, I definitely think multiple mics would be a really good idea.
Great,
Like
interesting fact.
as I said.
All right, yeah, go on then. Gabe.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Oh, put me on the spot.
Your
Favourite drink,
7 foot-
Corona.
Okay.
Don't know.
What did he say? Viagra
I
or
was gonna
something?
say he's
What a
he's
favourite
7
drink is
foot
a Corona. That's what I said.
That was it?
7 foot.
I don't know. You put me on the spot. I was
So
trying to think.
boring.
I know.
What's yours?
What's
Oh,
yours,
as
Parsons?
you all know, I dyed my hair.
Oh, yeah, you
Boring.
did actually.
Boring.
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 You
Boring.
dyed yours what colour?
Boring.
Did you
It
dye
was
yours?
red.
That was
Bright red.
nearly.
What did you did it for
what,
charity,
2
didn't
years
2 years ago.
That's gone so quick.
You did
The
it for
Just
charity,
Giving
didn't you?
page is still up if you want to donate.
Boring.
What did you?
Daniel Parsons slash the thing is
You can't
Dash-
even
Dash-
remember it.
It's been so long since I've used it.
Yeah.
Slash
What charity did you
1999.
do that for?
Noah's Ark.
Okay. I remember you did it for charity.
£425.
Wow. Nice.
I'm thinking.
I remember donating to that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did. Little
I did a little
shaky.
little
pop.
change.
Yeah, I did as well.
Yeah, you all did.
Did my bit for
Devin,
charity.
you-
I love charity.
He's smoking.
My interesting fact is I actually have a birthmark on my neck, which is the shape of a heart.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm a Care Bear.
The missing Care Bear everyone
Yeah.
wants to find.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm one of the evil ones. It's not on my stomach, it's on my neck. That's how they tell.
Great.
Rachel.
Well, I'm partially blind. That's it.
Same here. pick a different one.
Fucking people need to wear glasses and pay for
God.
sight. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, we actually have to pay to see.
Yeah,
Imagine
so
not having
bad.
to pay to see. How can you just do that?
I'm terrible at thinking of stuff on the spot.
That is a good fact. I
That's
like
right.
it.
Interesting.
Interestingly enough, there's been a few times I've actually stepped in a wrestling ring and actually trained. It's
look at him.
something
Oh, yeah,
I
we're
want to
gonna-
go back to.
We're gonna, if we do
Wow.
vlogs, there you go. You've got a vlog there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite interesting to
That
see.
would be all.
But
Wow.
I haven't been in a while, to be fair. I am planning on going back soon. It's just I've got to be in the actual condition to do it. I found out.
That's
that
half the thing.
You have to be in the right physical
Yeah, you gotta be
condition
physically fit.
to do that.
Amen.
But I'm starting to get back into that, actually. I've
Yeah.
started playing for a team again now. So
Perfect.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it.
Look
good.
forward to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to see you on live television, WWE.
What are you going to say? I want to see you beat up.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, I'd love to one day perhaps do that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine
BDSM.
that though? Somehow we're still doing this podcast. Just like, oh yeah, he's been on national TV, and then all of a sudden,
Sorry.
this tiny little podcast, which is somehow still in the garage.
Gabe's very optimistic, isn't he?
So how does the match go?
You for some reason think this isn't going to be uploaded. This is definitely going to be
Oh
uploaded.
no, whatever happens,
Oh, yeah.
it's being uploaded.
No
We-
matter what.
We will actually edit this straight after we've
have you
recorded
uploaded
it.
it yet?
Yeah.
Fun times. We're actually editing this afterwards. Like,
You can always count on our YouTube channel to have the
Yeah.
latest,
Yeah,
most
definitely.
up to date. YouTube will definitely be the most up to date one.
Yes.
Easiest thing to use
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah, but I think that's it. That's,
I think
that's
that's
it. That has gone quick.
That has gone very
Holy
fast.
crap.
I feel sorry for you listening. I mean,
Why? Why have you done this to yourself?
yeah, I'm sure you've got better things to do for
Yeah,
an hour.
It's just
A
a
whole
bunch of bullshit.
Hour
just-
and 7 minutes listening to
We
us
didn't
ramble
really-
on
we
about
just-
random shit.
Yeah, we got distracted a lot. We're very self-centered, I think.
yeah,
this
we are
episode.
quite. It's quite bad.
But that's fine. We've got improvements. We're always taking criticism in the comments.
Yeah,
I take
definitely.
We'll
criticism all the
happily
time.
fight you in the comments. if you want to insult me, I will happily.
Bike racks, 3 o'clock after school.
Yeah, the classic spot. It's a shame. Yeah,
Oh,
I think yeah, but overall.
but it's a shame to see this episode go.
Bearing in mind it was a pilot episode, so things will definitely pick up.
100%
But,
they will
there'll be
improve.
more structure to these episodes as we go along, but we
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
like this was an informal one was due, because there'll be times where we have, real discussions going
Like
on and
deep,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
like
yeah,
deep.
definitely.
And we're-
Deep. We're talking about bottom of the ocean deep, and we don't
Yeah,
know how
I mean-
deep that is.
it will be so deep that you might cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll end this out.
Thank you for
Yeah.
listening. Any
Yeah.
last words?
Well, thank you so much for listening. I've been joined by Gabe, Daniel,
Aloha!
Owen,
I don't know why I
Mitchell,
said hello. before
and
we
myself,
go in.
Aaron. We do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope you have a great one, whatever you're doing.
And good luck with your GCSEs
Like
next
amen,
week.
sister.
A level, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.